to do it properly.
Yeah.
Why clothing? Why shirts? Like, what made you like, this is what I want to do?
So I've always been like really into fashion. Like I'm a product of the 90s. You guys are gonna hear that a lot. The 90s heavily influenced me just by with everything, and not just the 90s and just like just in clothing, because 90s was one of the big times where like everything was merging.
Yeah.
Everything was merging, and not just the stuff we listen to, like cultures were emerging, and it wasn't that section off how it was, because I had friends who white, Hispanic, and we all listened to the same music at that point in time. We all rap the same music.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and music was a big part of bringing us all together, because sometimes you want to be around. Music brings people together.
Yes.
No question about it. You drop so many guards, so many cultural barriers drop because of music. So music is very strong, because if everybody's on the same sound wave, you're like, yo, I feel this,
Right.
And we all got them, so. And just not with that, but everything was skateboarding. I mean, it was just so much, and I was just in it all. And with the 90s, kind of like you sticking your hand in a paint of like multicolored paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you stick your hand in and you pull it out, you got all these colors on your hands, but this your hand. You know what I'm saying? This is your. It's how it hit you.
Right.
That really matters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody saw the paint. Everybody was in the paint, but how it came out. With you and your personal filters, that's what makes it so special.
Because it's personal.
It's personal. It has to be personal.
You can have like a brand, not a brand, but like, let's say a sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
The name comes up and it just takes you back to that memory.
Yep.
Right? And not just like, oh yeah, we can talk about the same show. It's more like you remember where you were at that time.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. It always.
Pretty cool.
So let me ask you that. How old were you in the 90s? Like what?
Okay, so I was born in '86. So me.
Right there. Yeah.
So like I was rolling into the 90s at 4.
Yeah.
Right.
But I almost remember January 1st, 1990. That sounds weird, but I just remember like these instances, like these like small things that take me back to the early 90s. Like I remember like USA Cartoon Express. I remember us having legal cable for a while.
Know somebody.
I remember us doing that. I remember the first time we watched Ninja Turtles.
I was about to ask you that. What was the cartoon you wake up on Saturday morning to watch?
Ninja Turtles was a movie though. It's big different.
Ninja Turtle was the movie.
Okay.
Ninja Turtle was the movie.
Yeah, go back in time with the cipher
and I remember like one of the crazy Ninja Turtle things that happened while that first time I saw it was the first time I met like my cousin, who was like a year and a half older than me.
Okay.
He was just coming back from Hawaii. And me and him, we had a fight. This was the first time me and him
I'm
meet each other.
Raphael. No, I'm Raphael.
And I don't know what it was. It was probably just like the same type of energy, like I was probably used to being that, what I'm saying, being that grandson, and he was just there and they didn't see him. And it was just like me and him, he's like we was just.
You were just marking your territory.
Yeah, we was both marking territory, put it like that, we just kind of. Yeah, it was. We had a good. We had an interesting first like altercation. I was like, "Who is he?" And he was like, "Who is he?" I was like, "Man, whatever." We gonna fight by the end of the day, and lo and behold.
But y'all are the closest cousins out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I love them to death. I love all my family though. Like of course you got family members you don't really rock with. You know what I'm saying? It's because of whatever reasons. Sometimes. You gotta protect your energy, You gotta protect your energy, but my family know I love them. You know what I'm saying? You hit me up, I'm there, no question about it. But sometimes everybody needs their personal space so they can get it together. Because sometimes
that's crazy that you're touching on that, because this is like the third time that comes up in conversations like this. Where like you got your family, but sometimes you just have to put that separation until you get your spot and your setup set.
Yeah.
And then you're welcome back.
Yeah, and the thing is, because sometimes your energy be, what I'm saying, like you might be going through something that you can't talk to nobody about, or you don't even know that you can talk to somebody about.
Yeah.
And then like after a while, and especially with family, because the thing is about family.
They're always gonna be family.
Family gonna always be family.
Yeah.
And sometimes they be like, man, you bugging, or hey man, and sometimes you gotta step away. Like, yo, I need to get some stuff together. Like, I don't know what's going on, but you know, you supposed to, wherever you go in the world, you supposed to always come back to family and just feel that love. You know what I'm saying? That's just normal.
Yeah.
And that's just my expectations of what a family should normally reciprocate or just project. You know.
You say that? I'm still curious, and it's bugging me, man.
What's
the
up?
socks, the socks thing.
Okay, so
He came in wearing one pair of socks, and he's like, wait, I gotta go change my socks.
so
I thought he was gonna change shirt or hat.
Yeah, exactly. It was like
no,
socks.
it was just some socks because, like, being back from the '90s, you know, when you was, I was really like fashion, aware.
Okay.
I was aware of how brands were working. Like, and the thing was, like, it was an unspoken rule: you don't wear Nikes with Adidas, and you
Right.
like so if you wear Nikes, you wear Nike socks. You wear like Adidas. You wear Nike. You Nike head to floor. Or if you're wearing some Nikes, you wear another type of like non-athletic designer.
Right.
So like you can wear like Nike.
A Tommy and a Nike.
Yeah, and it'll be cool.
Something like that.
It'll be cool, but you know, you just don't really mix the brands together.
Okay.
And then this was brand, like literally '90s was nothing but brand loyalty. Like if you think about it in retrospect, like you wasn't clashing. You wasn't, and like you didn't wear Tommy and Polo together.
You're
You know, so like it was just. It was just
stripes and polka dots.
seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I get it.
you just don't put them together, and it was just the unspoken rules, and